Well, damn, it was hot today, huh? Welcome back, traders, investors, haters, players, whatever you are, right? Apes, welcome to the channel, right? Whatever you want to call yourself. Welcome back. This is D's Daily DD. And if you've been living under a rock, if you don't know, AMC and GameStop have had a massive, rally the past couple days. And AMC really took off today. It went up 18% the regular hours, right about with the 88 million volume, which is exactly what we want to see. We want to see that volume come in, right? I think people are getting excited again and are looking to buy, right? Because it's, in my opinion, right? I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice, right? It's too cheap right now to not buy, all right? Like, even without the squeeze, my fair value of AMC is like in the 20s, right? They've really changed what they're doing. And if you haven't heard, Top Gun comes out. I think today or yesterday, right? It's already out. It's gonna be do big numbers this weekend, as we all know. People are excited, right? It's that nostalgic feel, right? Again, like with AMC, with the movie, right, and with where we're at in the chart and in the numbers, and these numbers, guys, are just not sustainable, right? As soon as I started seeing those shares on loan go higher and higher and higher, and the interest, the fee, right, that they have to pay, the cost to borrow on both when it skyrocketed on GameStop. I've been telling you guys, I don't want to say I told you so, but I've been tracking it, been calling it, been looking at the data, and that's what it's been suggesting to me, right? That's why like a lot of people texting me today, like, hey, how did you know this? How did you call it, right? Because the numbers they were just juicy, right? So I'll point all that out, guys. But today is one of those days. If you don't know, tequila is my favorite spirit, right, of choice. So this is De Leon Añejo. It's aged for 1 to 3 years. That's what considers an añejo. That's why it's pretty dark. Yeah, so P Diddy owns a piece of this too, right? And that doesn't really matter. It is a good tequila, not just because it's celebrity owned, but today we're gonna have to drink some. Cheers to you guys, all the apes out there, for staying in there, holding strong, right? And if you're new apes, welcome. Pay attention to the DD, right? Make your own decisions, do your own research. But there's a lot of research out there for people to look at, right? So let me pull this out because we're gonna toast. And this is a sipping tequila, right? So you don't want to just shoot it. It is a fine tequila. It used to be around over $100 a bottle. Right now it's like at 50, 60 a bottle, which is pretty nice for a price point, right? So cheers, guys. And as always, hit that like, hit that subscribe. It's gonna be a long weekend, guys. All right, so you're gonna have to hang in there. We're gonna have to be patient. But today could not have turned out any better, right? It was a good move today, right? So and there's still lots of action. There's still 88.4 million volume. Hit a peak of like 1490 in the after hours. We'll see. I think the options chain is what kind of like choked them, right? So let's switch up because I want to show you. I want to start off with the preview of Top Gun. All right. If you get a chance this weekend, go watch it. I'm gonna go watch it probably on Saturday, right, at my local AMC, and we'll have to see what it looks like. All right. So this preview is pretty good though. Let's go.
This here's Bagman.
Hangman.
Oh, whatever.
What kind of mission is this?
Everyone here is the best there is. Who the hell are they going to get to teach us?
Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell. Let me be perfectly blunt. You were not my first choice. You were here at the request of Admiral Kazansky, a.k.a. Iceman. He seems to think that you have something left to offer the Navy. What that is, I can't imagine.
With all due respect, sir, I'm not a teacher. Just want to manage expectations.
Good morning, aviators. This is your captain speaking.
And we're off.
In three, two, one.
We're going into combat on a level no living pilot's ever seen.
Not even him.
You think up there you're dead. Believe me.
My dad believed in you. I'm not gonna make the same mistake.
So he's not coming back from this.
Those are your pilot. Anything happens to them, you will never forgive yourself.
No turning back now.
Having any fun yet?
Alrighty, apes. Just want to hype you up, right? Get that preview, right? I just want to show you that preview, I guess. So, yeah, if you get a chance, go watch it this weekend. I'm gonna jump into the data now, right? So, look, there has been small shorts that have closed out, right? So they closed this position. Oh no, they're still holding it because it's white. My bad. If it's green, that means they closed it out. So this position was actually closed out, which they bought back 48,435 shares. As you can see, but there is still JP Morgan has a short position that they owe 146,000 shares. You can see that this, Columbia small cap bought 49,000 shares. Let's see, a new short position too, negative 6,000 right here, right? It's green, so it's new. Go down. BlackRock still adding 6,000 more shares to that folder. BlackRock 2,000 to that folder, and I've showed you the rest. All right, so. Just want to show you that there's still shorts piling onto this, even though the numbers are stupid, right? Not even realistic anymore. But the great news is that because of that jump from 12, 13, 14, right, that we went up, we landed 69,000 calls in the money this week. And there's been multiple times on AMC and Jimmy, you see 0 shares available. Right now there's 300,000, but the fee is what everybody's, raving about. It keeps jumping up. That's like a 3 times jump, right, that it went from, and that's costing, it's a yearly fee, but it's costing them more and more pain every single day, right, the shorts, if they keep holding on to these positions. So it's good to see still a lot out of the money. 97,000 at the beginning, there was over 100,000, but they moved over to in the money on AMC, right? So only 4,818 puts this week. But what I've been paying attention to is, like, of course, this date and this date, right? But next week I'm expecting some more juiciness, right? Let me point out why I got this right here, right? So this was like from a couple of videos ago that I did this, but it's just what I was expecting on that day, right? So June 1st, you got the interest rates, Top Gun, GME share dividend. June 2nd is the vote. Executive order 14032 for June 3rd, record high numbers, right? So these numbers are even higher now when they had set a record here. And then July 15th, the AMC and Jimmy options chain is out of control right now. And June 1st to the 15th is my window of action. Even though it started a little bit earlier, right, I'm still expecting a lot more. And Citadel has their calls open, right? So that's what I want to point out there. Let's go back. Let's go look at the volume. Let's see how much they're shorting us. Still shorting us 50, 60, 50%, right, on the average, even though they had dropped to 40. But then guess what? As soon as they stop shorting, the price starts moving up, right? All right, let's go look at a GME. This is absolutely insane too. I don't know how they were able to bring it down if there has been 0 shares for like 3 days now, right? Kind of seems suspicious to me. But we landed 24,000 calls in the money for GME. And 0. There's not a fee. There is a fee when there's shares available, but right now there's no shares available, so we can't see the fee. But it had spiked up to like 104% at one point, right? And then you got 24,000 calls in the money with only 3,000 in the money for the puts, right? A lot of puts were out of the money. That's good. Almost all the options. The last time I had seen it, I think yesterday, was like there's only like 160 some puts in the money. So I don't know where this extra 1,000 came from, 2,000. But it's still good, like 24,000 landed in the money, right? All right, so let's go look at the AMC chart. This is the 5-minute. I do have the super trend and the EMAs, and it's all bullish right now, right? When you get the green super trend signal here, it's signaling a move up, right? So, and that's what it did. It has not reversed yet. That's when you get the red and it reverses, right? So let's zoom out a little bit. Let's go to 30-minute, just absolute strength, and it filled this dip. So now it's a cup and it got above these resistance, right? So now it's way up here. It needs to hold 1450 in my opinion, but I think because of the long weekend, it's going to be nostalgic. People are going to be jacked like to what happened last year, right? And just because of the movie, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of positive articles that come out on Sunday or Monday, right? So stay tuned for that. And then I'm just going to pull out to the daily here. And again, nice big green candle, right? And it closed above the resistance. I had pointed this out, right? That's what I was expecting. A move to, this is going to be the first resistance, which is around $15. And then the second was going to be around $20, $21, right? And I had pointed out in this window. But guys, remember Dr. Strange, Dr. Strange, Dr. Strange, Dr. Strange, right? What did Adam CEO say? Everybody's expecting the 1, 2, 3. This is going to be the fourth test of the support. So if we can break out, you're going to see what's called a technical breakout, and it's going to zoom, right? Like really, really move. And we have the confirmation. We got the volume, you know. All we're waiting on here, watch, I'll show this to you. I'm going to take off the EMAs because we already saw that. I have the super trend, right? That's what I'm paying attention to. When it flipped here, went down, it's coming back to test it, right? But again, I've been comparing it to this run up right here. And I think this is where we're at right now, right? Like right in here, you're going to see the green super trend flip, right? And that's what I'm waiting on the long term, because as soon as it flips, to me, in my opinion, that's what's going to, you know, signal the move that here we go, right? So red, and then it flipped here, right? So I'm waiting for it to do the same thing over here. Let's go back. So where we're at right here. Again, just comparing the charts, and I'm waiting for this green super trend to flip. Sorry for the background noise, guys. Let's see. We got, just gonna read this to you guys. Wow. So Ortex is now reporting 173 million shares on loan for AMC, which is nearly 34% of the float. Exchange reported data was released on Tuesday showing 21% of the float shorted 108 million shares. Days to cover 3.48. Right. So Monday it was 159. Now there's 173, which to me doesn't even make sense, because supposedly retail owns over 90% of the float, institutions own 36% of the float, and now there's 33%, you know, shares on loan. Does math? That's over 100%, guys, right? All right, let's go over here. So 23% of the SI, right? Current SI of the free float, 23.26, and what everyone's going crazy about is 13% average and 14.91 is the max, right? But this thing has gone up significantly. Let's go over here again. The user of Intellect, very popular Twitter account. 1 year ago, before Memorial Weekend, right? Shares on loan were at the highest historic, with 120 million shares on loan. Today, 174 million shares are on loan, and 119 million shorted. Institutions increased number of shares cost to borrow, and utilization is at 100% for 11 weeks. I smell money. So 100% doesn't even, yeah, right, matter. It's been up. Cost to borrow is up by 40%, and you have 173 million shares on loan. So the way I explain it, since they owe more now, this thing's gonna rip higher when they start to cover, because back then it was only 90 some million, right? Now we're talking about 173 million. Man, there's gonna be a lot of buying pressure coming in my opinion, right? Once they start to cover. And that's what we're waiting on, the rate hikes, right? June 1st becomes more expensive for them to hold it. So I'm sure we'll see that cost to borrow rate continue to climb. And yeah, guys, last thing, let me close this. You know, I sent out this tweet earlier. I was doing a roll call. Here we go. So you got a roll call. Let the shorties know where you are holding from, right? Arizona is here and not leaving, right? We go back. So I got, you know, New York. We got Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We got Canada, Austria, Arizona right here too. We got Texas, South Florida, Chicago, New York, and Canada, right? So all these apes are holding. Minnesota, Virginia Beach. Man, we're all over the place, right? It's not like we're just in one little area, right? We came in and we're holding. We're not leaving till we make that money, right? Yeah, guys. So I just want to, you know, wish you a great weekend. There's the data for you. There's the updates. All I got for you. Got to stay calm, cool, and collected. But this is our chance, right? Let's go into next week with a positive attitude. And we'll see what happens next week, all right? But I think it's going to be very exciting, all right? So thanks for coming back, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.